Lily. This is my best friend, and today we are going to be doing another spooky video, and we're going to be talking about our scariest paranormal stories. Yeah,
Okay.
incidents. That's a lot smarter word than mine. The first one that I
Hold on, can we talk about how you were sitting right
Okay,
now?
I'm so sorry.
She's like this, she's like
Okay.
So first. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so when my family first, like my mom and my dad first had me, we were really poor. So we lived with my grandma in her 2-story house. And so in the house, living there, it was me, my mom, my dad, my grandma, my uncle, his wife, and my cousin Dylan. Alexia was there too. And we were all, me and Dylan were closer in age, but I think 3 years older than him. So he was still a baby because I was like 5.
Yeah.
Well, me and my mom and my dad, we were moving to a bigger city. So we were moving out. And I was talking the entire time about how I didn't want to leave. And so my mom's carrying this thing down the stairs, and out of nowhere she just falls. And then this on the mantle we had nail polish there, and when she fell, like 5 seconds after she fell, so she was laying there for a couple seconds, and then the nail polish flew toward her. And I remember being like 5 and looking at it and being like, what in the world? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, Brandon, I don't want to do this in front of you. It makes me nervous.
Do you want me to leave? Why would I get nervous?
Why would you leave?
Just act like you're talking to me.
So my first story is really short. It just happened like overnight. But basically, I went to sleep one night. So all fine. And I woke up and I felt like burning on my head, like stinging. Like when you get scratched or something, it like stings afterwards. And so I was like looking in the mirror, and I just saw like these red marks, but I was like, oh, I probably just like scratched myself by accident. But then as the day went on, they kind of turned into scabs on my forehead.
That is so scary.
And so I was looking at it like with the flash, and there were like 4 or 5 long like scratches across my forehead. And I was like, that is so scary. Like, I wonder if but like I didn't have acrylic, like they look like this is my nails. Like, what am I gonna do with it? Like, it's not like I could have been like digging in my forehead.
Scary, yeah.
And so I didn't really think anything of it because I was like, maybe it was just like, I don't know. You don't want to think of scary stuff while you're like, yeah, you don't want to think of scary stuff. So I was just kind of like, whatever. But then, so it was probably like 2. They started burning. Like, I could feel them like burning and stinging again, which it would be normal if it like just happened, but it happened that night. And so they started burning and stinging. And so I had to like put my hand up to them, like press on it to like keep it from hurting. And they were there for like 2 days. And
That's
they were gone.
so scary. When I was young, we used to live in this house. And as a child, I was pretty good. Like, I never did really bad stuff, you know what I mean? But obviously I acted out a couple of times and one of these houses that we lived in had a fireplace. It was a really old house.
That sounds scary already.
And when we first moved into the house, but I kept talking to somebody. My family always tells me this story. They're like, oh, we just thought it was your imaginary friend. I remember having something tell me, like in me, to do stuff. You know what I mean? One of the things that scared like my family really bad was I had this hairbrush, and we were all just sitting there, and I just threw it in the open flame. Like, I just threw it in there. Yeah.
What?
And they were like, why did you do that? And I was like, they told me to. Yes, that's so scary. And like, my family freaked out. It's pretty scary, but I used to throw all random stuff in the fire all the time.
So yeah, Amber was over and we were just watching. Okay, well, first off, we were watching scary movies. Well, not scary movies.
We were watching like weird documentaries.
It was about this guy who like raped. So we were watching already scary movies that weren't like paranormal scary, but they were like scary, like real life scary. And I remember sitting there with my legs crossed, and I felt something hit my foot, which wasn't really scary. I was just kind of like, what the heck? And it was a penny. I picked it up off my foot, and we were talking about how it'd be funny if dogs had tails completely made out of pennies. And as we were joking, I was like sitting here, and my vanity was like right over here, like next to me. And I was like, it'd be so funny if dogs had tails made out of pennies. and I reached over holding the penny in my hand and put it, I'm getting scared talking about it, and I put it on my vanity, which had a makeup bag on it, and so I put it on the makeup bag. It had a flat top. So I put it on there while I was making this joke, and I leaned back over. So then my dad texts me, and he's like, okay, it's dinner time. So we go into the kitchen, and we get our pasta. This part is very important. So, well, it's not super important, but remember it.
It's a scary part.
Yeah, so I take my bowl, and I put my pasta, I put my sauce, and I mix it all together. And then I take my piece of bread. It's just like this shape. Just a slice of bread with it's like garlic bread or something. I put it like catty cornered on the corner of my bowl. And I put my fork in my bowl. And so we get our pasta and we go back to my room, and I like set my bowl down.
Yeah.
And so I went to the bathroom and I came back, my bowl was right where it was, whatever. I pick it up and I like sit there for a second, and like I was changing the movie because I was getting spooked. So I take a bite of my pasta first, like just like keep my bread catty cornered on my bowl, and I just take a bite of my pasta and I eat it. So I'm eating my pasta, I take one bite, and I pick up my bread off the corner of my bowl, and the penny is underneath my piece of bread.
I was freaking out.
So I looked over to my right where my vanity was, and the penny wasn't there.
It was so scary.
My dad's a preacher, so I got up and I gave the penny to him.
Okay, well, that was us talking about our paranormal incidents. It was really scary. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight. Click on around Lily's face to subscribe, and then click right here to watch my last video. And I hope you guys liked this. Bye, guys.